Hi once again, everyone. It's Eric Wilhelm here with a fresh edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. It's the Valley's most in-depth weather video with a deep dive into the past weather, the present weather, and the future weather here across eastern Ohio and western PA. Quick review of what happened today. Now, temperature-wise today, we did hit the mark as far as our forecast went. 84 was the forecast, 84 was the high. We reached that high earlier in the day than usual. It was a late morning high before the first round of showers and storms pushed in. This brings our latest accuracy streak up to 5 consecutive days. And as you can see, we've only had 5 misses out of 22 days for the month of August. So we're doing pretty well forecast-wise when it comes to temperatures, high temperatures, during this 8th month of the year. All right, today we had a few rounds of showers and storms, of course, and this did leave a decent amount of rain in some spots. But as is often the case with thunderstorms in the summer, your mileage can vary, up to a half an inch or so in parts of Columbiana County, including around New Waterford, over towards Lisbon and Guilford. But Mahoning County in a relative rip-off zone here, only a tenth or so downtown and down towards the 224 corridor. Then up closer to I-80, half an inch or so, Newton Falls, over to Hermitage, over to Mercer as well. That was another kind of sweet spot as far as rain went this afternoon. This is a quick review of the radar over the last several hours, since about noon. I'm actually going to pause this. The first round of showers and storms around midday went through parts of Trumbull County, including over the airport. Again, Mahoning County missed the next round. This prompted a couple of warnings down in Columbiana County. Right around 1 to 1:30 this afternoon, we had some gusty winds down here. This caused a lot of problems over in Lawrence County and into northern parts of Beaver County as well. Then we had a couple of residual showers right around 2:30, but the rest of the afternoon did not feature anything resembling severe weather here locally. Had a few claps of thunder out there, and again, we got another round down towards Route 30 at about 3 o'clock. A couple of downpours around downtown. Just about everyone saw at least a little rain today, but again, it wasn't much in some spots. Mercer County had a stormy 3 o'clock hour. Ever since about 4:30, things have been pretty quiet here across the Mahoning and Shenango valleys. So the severe weather threat today, which was pretty high, relatively speaking, was a little overdone. It seems like the atmosphere underperformed a bit, if you will. We did have a couple of reports of wind damage right along the Columbiana and Carroll County border. Some trees down around Augusta and heading over towards Norristown, and a lot of reports of tree problems over into southern parts of Lawrence County around Elwood City. Now, as I recorded Weather Geeks this evening at 7:26, one skinny band of showers much closer to the cold front, pushing across the Cleveland area right now. They're still in a delay up at Progressive Field, where the Indians are taking on the Red Sox once again. This thin band of showers and storms, well, not really any storms right now, but thin band of showers anyway, will probably track our way after sunset this evening. Actually, it's a pretty nice evening out there. Still a threat for severe weather out across parts of the Northeast and down into the Mid-Atlantic region. Red box is a tornado watch. The yellow box, of course, a severe thunderstorm watch. And you can see where the cold front is. Look at the dew point drop on the other side of the front. Lansing down to 52. Dew points in the 40s. Parts of the upper Midwest. And yes, that is coming our way tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, the big picture for tomorrow, the forecast, a cooler wind tomorrow at 74. The average high tomorrow drops below 80 for the first time. We've been at or above 80 now for, of course, a few months, or at least a little over 2.5 months. I think we hit 80 for an average right around the middle of June. So we've been there for at least a couple of months, but the average high drops to 79 tomorrow. Records 43 and 95. 13 hours and 29 minutes of daylight tomorrow. The sunset a little bit closer to 8 o'clock. And with the 0.4 we picked up at the airport today, our August rainfall totals up to 1.97 at the airport. And if the month ended today, it would be the 22nd driest August on record. And I'll tell you, looking at the modeling here for the rest of August, we're not going to see much rain from now through the end of the month. So this could be a top 25 wettest August for us locally. All right, dew points are going to start dropping overnight. Now, as you wake up tomorrow morning, it's not going to feel like September just yet, but dew points will be noticeably lower, upper 50s to around 60. But look what happens later in the day. Whoa, dew points dropping into the 40s. It's going to feel much, much different 24 hours from now. It's going to feel great. Turn off the AC, open up the windows. Big time changes heading our way. There goes the cold front. Tomorrow starts with some sun. I think we'll see some fair weather cumulus clouds building as we get into the afternoon and evening. The model tries to spit up a few sprinkles, not really buying that at this point. Thursday, though, with the approach of this trough, that's denoted by the black dashed line, I could see where there's a shower in a few spots. Thursday, it might not be much more than sprinkles, but there could be a couple of showers around. Those will depart by late Thursday, and that'll set the stage for a beautiful day Friday, and as high pressure builds in, what a great evening we have coming for high school football. Friday evening. Look at the dramatic change in the dew point department. Dew points, of course, very elevated today, but this is the last time we're going to see a 70 dew point for a long time, maybe even until next summer. Dew points 40s and lower 50s right through early next week. What a stretch of weather we have coming our way. So when we start looking ahead at the medium and longer range here, of course, the Canfield Fair starts in just 8 days. And a lot of times the fair's pretty hot affair, if you will. Sorry, bad pun. Dad humor, if you will. And I'm not even a dad. It's cooler than average temperatures, very, very common for the next week. And I don't see many signs of change as the fair begins middle of next week. Now, could it be a little bit warmer as we go towards the fair weekend? Yeah, that's possible, but I don't see it being real hot at this point. So the next 10 days, largely cooler than average. So, August is going to go into the record books, I think, as a pretty ho-hum month temperature-wise. September looks to start on a similar note. Now, could it turn hot later in September? Sure. Not real confident on that yet, but next couple of weeks, again, not seeing many signs of any sort of heat. I've really liked this summer. I think it's been a very nice summer. We had plenty of rain early in the summer. It's gotten pretty dry lately, but we had plenty of rain early, making for a nice start to the growing season. And while we've had our hot and humid days, as you would expect, we have not had many sustained periods of truly hot weather. A couple of days here and there, but no 6-7 day stretches, or very few of them, at least so far this season. Thanks for watching tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. See you back here tomorrow evening, and have a great rest of your Tuesday night.